Welcome everybody back to the Bell to Bell Banter podcast. It is the Battle Club guy. As always, I'm with my two cohorts, Beast to Go, that CM Punk guy. We are going to go over this past weekend's. Oh, Henry with the Ego Sky. Yeah, we're gonna go over
Oh man.
everything wrestling for you guys. We had a big weekend of pro wrestling across the board, so we can't cover
I got
everything.
drunk.
Henry got drunk. We
Yeah.
can't cover everything. We're gonna cover Saturday night's main event and Evolution. But before we get into all that, what's up, guys? How we doing?
Hey man, we got some big stuff coming to the channel. We got some big stuff happening. Making some.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing fucking terrific because
Making some
Goldberg
moves.
lost.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll get
But
into
where was
it. We'll
Brock
get into it.
Lesnar?
We'll get into
Yeah.
it.
Where was Plan B? Where was
We'll
Plan
get
B?
into
Man?
it. Oh, Beast, you said we got big things coming to the channel.
Oh, we got some big things coming to the channel. Justin, in the last episode you talked about doing interviews. I've arranged some things so we can have that happen.
Yes.
You'll be seeing us probably rocking some t-shirts at NXT and SummerSlam coming up. We'll probably be grabbing you randomly and interviewing you and asking you dumb questions.
Yes.
We'll be making TikToks, YouTube shorts. We'll be posting a lot of stuff on the channel.
I can't wait to ask someone who do they think can take Joey Chestnut a glizzy off?
A glizzy off. You never know. It is Jersey.
Who do you think could get the most glizzies down their throat against Joey Chestnut?
We're gonna be doing a lot of like goofy stuff, trying to just build up the channel, build up a following, get the name out there of the Bell to Bell Banter podcast. We'll have QR codes in the back of our t-shirts, so if you see us around, scan those QR codes. They'll bring you right to all of our social medias.
Kind of cringy, but we love it.
But hey, it's the Bell to Bell Banter. We're trying to make this
Spider-Man t-shirt on.
Trying to make this a cool thing, make this something we can do and have you guys enjoy. So, got some big stuff coming.
Well, speaking of big stuff, we had a big weekend of wrestling, guys. So this past Saturday, we had Saturday night's main event. I think there was more commercials on this show than matches.
A total, actually. Hold on, I'll let you.
Number.
I will let you run through. Let me go through my notes.
Yeah, Beast has a number of Beast has a number of commercials, guys.
For 5 matches, not even what was it, 4, 3?
4 matches. 4.
Triple H though, his big nose was written all over that. He doesn't do 7-match cards.
Well, Evolution had 7-match card, and Evolution blew Saturday nights out the water, bro.
There was a total, from what I remember, 11 commercial breaks. And in just the main event, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commercials in just the main event.
Just the main event. All right. Well, let's get into this.
He sucks.
Insane.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is with these Saturday night things, right? Because I went to the first one. Me and my mom were at the first reboot back in December when it was Cody and Kevin Owens. They're fun in person, but when you watch it on TV, it kind of takes away from it with all the damn commercials, and that's because, yes, it's on NBC. If it was just on Peacock, I don't think you'd have all those commercials. NBC, it's primetime TVs, right? So they got to pay the sponsors and all that. I get that, but the thing is, 5 commercials during the main event, during Goldberg's last match. Come on, man. But let's get into this. Saturday night's main event. It started off with the Viper. Beast's guy, Randy Orton. He took on the man who's always bored at work, Mr. Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk. Randy Orton came down to the ring with his looked like his new tag team partner, Jelly Roll, and
RK Roll, baby.
RK Roll, that's what they're being called. And Drew McIntyre came out. Did he come out with Logan Paul? Or he came out by himself.
No, he came out with Logan.
He came out with Logan. Okay, so yeah, they're building this to this SummerSlam match. It's RK Roll, Jelly Roll, and Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul. I thought this was a pretty good match to start off the show. I thought the ending was good as well. Randy Orton picked up the win. I thought Drew McIntyre should get the win here. But I want to get you guys' thoughts. We'll start with Henry. Henry, I know you're not a big fan. I know Beast isn't a big fan either of this Jelly Roll integration.
No.
But Henry, what did you think of the match overall? Were you glad Drew lost?
Sucked.
I know you're not really a big Drew guy. What do you think?
It fucking sucked. First of all, Drew McIntyre comes back. I think he came back early from injury because they said they said at least 4 to 5 months. He was back in like 3.
He
Either
came
way,
back at the SmackDown we were at, yeah.
he fucking lost with by getting hit by one RKO. That's fucking sad. And second of all, anything with Jelly Roll is just dog shit. Let's be fucking honest, Mr. Belly Roll pisses me off. I'm glad he got
We
kicked in the face.
we don't condone body shaming here, guys. We just
I'm
banter.
fat too, but I'm not trying to wrestle at SummerSlam with 2 top talents.
Yeah.
Either way, I wish that was a shoot kick and he actually kicked Jelly Roll's fucking face off. For a guy training, you'd think he would learn how to fucking sell. No,
So
he was too
Henry's-
busy worried about getting fucking water because he was out of breath with his big fat baloney tit fucking ass.
So Henry's talking. So you're talking about at the end of the match, Henry, when Jelly Roll
Yes.
went to go check on Orton and
Yes, and
he
I've
got
never
hit.
been happy
So Jelly
to see
Roll's
someone
on.
get kicked.
So yeah, Jelly Roll was on his like knee and he got Claymore kicked. So he didn't take a full bump. He just got hit in the face.
because Randy got attacked
and
by
he did
Logan Paul.
fucking sell. He
Yeah.
immediately got up and walked the ramp. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. That was stupid. He
Yeah,
should have
Jelly didn't-
died.
Well, it's funny because you can hear Orton telling him to just stay down, and Jelly Roll said, "Fuck that, I'm no selling."
Yeah.
So Henry didn't like the match. Beast, what'd you think of this? Your boy Randy Orton, he beat Drew McIntyre.
I had some notes for this match. Speaking of which, this commercial counter for this match was 2.
Okay.
I wrote down to start off the night. Thank God Lillian Garcia was announcing. I really wish she announced Evolution because I really don't like the other announcers. I don't know why. One of them is too boxy and the other one just pauses way too many fucking words and it bothers me. Doesn't hold like the note through the name and that bothers me. Drew, he shouted at Randy again, what happened to you? And he chops the tits off of Randy and he no-sells it. And then throughout the match, there's that altercation between Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll had the weakest push I ever saw. Logan Paul literally did not move. He just had to flop like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the NBA. And the Claymore kick was weak. Like Henry was saying, the guy's been training. Why is he on his one knee? But yeah, he's gonna have a match.
I don't know. So I don't know if that was a miss spot, like a miscommunication.
Well,
or it might have been because it might have been too. Like I think because I know you guys are saying what's he gonna wear in his match at SummerSlam. I think he's gonna have the clothes on because you gotta realize this guy's worth probably fucking millions of dollars, right? I know you guys don't like him, but
I understand that. But also, it's like you're stepping into this world.
Yes, and we saw, and we saw what happened with fucking. We seen what happened with Snooki and fucking. Remember when they brought in? What was that guy they brought in? The guy who plays Ant-Man. Didn't they bring him in?
But correct me if I'm wrong. Snooki had ring.
Not Stephen Amell. No, the guy who played Ant-Man. They brought him in. They Paul Rudd or whatever. They brought him in. They brought in Jon Stewart. When he screwed him. I know. I'm just saying they bring in.
But correct me if I'm wrong though. Snooki had ring gear. She had ring gear made.
Snooki had ring gear. It was awful.
Stephen Amell had ring gear made.
Stephen Amell. You can't really listen. It's all celebrities. They're trying to sell tickets because SummerSlam's not selling. It's the summertime. I would have rather they had Post Malone. I would have rather they got Post Malone because I think Post Malone would have did some crazy shit. But we got Jelly Roll instead.
Nuts, yeah. No,
but the thing is, like, I get like he's worth a lot and everything, and I understand that. It's kind of like the whole premise of what makes the match because you heard I think it was Adam Pearce like scream, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
What you do? Yeah, what are you doing?
So, like, I get he's worth, like, a shit ton of money.
You didn't like the Claymore kick. You didn't like the Claymore
kick. I just didn't understand why he took the most basic of
because I think
bumps
maybe
on his knee to a kick to the face, and he's not being carted out when he's a singer, not a wrestler.
So, I think either that... I think maybe...
It looked weak.
I think there was some miscommunication at the end of that kick because you can literally hear Randy saying, "Just stay down, stay down."
Yeah.
But the this is how they booked it. I think when we get to SummerSlam, it will be better. I
Randy
think Jelly
Drew,
Roll
though,
will.
Weaker than he already did.
Randy Drew was a good match.
I
Randy
will
Drew was a
say,
good
no,
match.
that was a good match
That was
itself.
That was a good
That
opener.
was fine. Yeah, that was
That
fine.
was a good match.
It was okay.
It was.
It was
It was a good match. Like I said, so after the match, Jelly Roll takes the Claymore kick, no sells it, and later in the night they do make it official. Jelly Roll, Randy Orton versus
Yeah,
Drew
RK-O.
McIntyre, Logan Paul at SummerSlam. It's the celebrity match.
They didn't specify what night, but
they
I would
didn't-
assume night 1.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't specify what night.
We'll
I
do
would
night
think
2.
night. I think it might be night 2, just because I feel like they're going to. I feel like night 2 might be. All the rumors I'm hearing from people that I know are saying SummerSlam's going to be big or bigger than WrestleMania 41. Because
Hope
we're
already
2 weeks.
cleared.
What are we? 2 weeks away?
Just about, yeah.
2 weeks from this Saturday's night 1. So and bro, they got to start selling some tickets, bro. Beast, you got your tickets already.
I know.
Me and Henry,
I'm
we're
trying
waiting
to
on
see
our
if I can
tickets.
exchange for
Yeah,
a
well,
hard
me and
cam.
Henry are waiting on our tickets, but this is why I wait, right? Because they have these 2 night shows. I've been to MetLife Stadium for WrestleMania 29, and I was at
I
MetLife
just feel
Stadium
like
for
they're gonna start
WrestleMania
tarping
35.
stuff off, and it's gonna be so hard
And
to get tickets.
yeah, and I can tell you now, WrestleMania 35, I got my tickets at the box office. The day I got literally, I think it was a kickoff show with Zack Ryder and Brian Myers during that tag team
Kurt
opening.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
Kurt Hawkins, formerly, now Brian Myers, formerly Kurt Hawkins. So they got to start. We need tonight. I know they got the Gauntlet on Raw, but we need to start getting some matches, bro. I need
Yeah.
Naomi on Raw tonight to say what's going to happen. We'll preview Raw when we get there. But speaking of Naomi, Jade Cargill, Naomi, they had a brawl because they showed Jade Cargill ringside. They were
Yeah, can we
hyping up
talk
the
about
match.
that bump Naomi took on the outside? My God.
Jesus Christ, Naomi took that bump on the
She ate
outside.
a tooth.
She ate a tooth. And they really made you want to see that no holds barred match. What that I
Yeah.
thought was really good. We'll get into that during our Evolution review. Next match after that, like I said, there was only 4 matches.
Oh, before we get to the next match, I did see
Yeah.
a "We Want Theory" sign.
Yes.
Wrote
that
that
guy,
down.
There's no we. It's he wants.
No,
theory.
we want Theory.
We want theory.
Awesome.
We want theory,
maybe
baby.
we'll get it going. I have a theory about this next match. Solo Sikoa defeated Jimmy Uso, Big Jim,
2
to
commercials
retain
for this one.
2 commercials. Thank you, Beast.
Welcome.
Solo Sikoa defeated Big Jimmy Uso in this match. Thought it was a decent match. Ended the match. We did get Yada Not Mean, all gas, no brakes. Jacob Fatu. He came out like a bat out of hell with his. Looks like he's got a new shirt. It's got the shiesty on it. I like
it's
it.
Yeah, he
nice
does.
on
I
it.
like that.
want that shirt.
Yeah, I like that
But
shirt. I'll wear
He didn't just take out anyone, Justin. He took out the Tongans. And you know what we got to
the
do?
Tong.
Come
You
on.
know what
Oh,
time it is,
man.
everyone.
It's
Start it
time.
up.
It's time for the Tonga line. Tama, Tama, Tonga. Tala,
Oh,
Tala,
God.
Tonga. Tower, Tower, Tonga. We're doing a Tonga line. Tama, Tama, Tonga.
I don't know if I'm still here.
Tonga line.
I think
Tonga line.
The
I think
Tonga
I
line
fucked-
fucked
I
your
think I fucked
camera
my
up.
camera.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
the Tonga line fucked my camera up. I'm here. I'm back. I'm
I
Well-
on.
can't wait to do that live, by the way.
Well, also speaking of this match though,
My camera's fucking up.
and the bloodline, no side plates for Solo Sikoa on the U.S. title.
Yeah, he has no
Yeah.
side plates.
No side
It's weird.
plates. I also did
There's
write
something
down.
up there. They're like weird side plates though.
I think
They're
they're
like
stock.
the base ones you get with the title, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also
that's
The US
weird.
has-
Okay.
The U.S. has weird clear diamonds instead of normal
Yeah.
diamonds around the W,
Yeah.
and it makes it look really weird.
I also wrote down
Huh.
that JC Mateo looks like Rhino.
Yes, shit.
I wrote that down.
Yeah, I mean, see, JC Mateo, he's good. It's just that gear and his. Yeah, I see it. Better than I think. I won't say he's better than Rhino, but I mean, he's in a more, I think, prominent spot than Mr. Gore was. And if Rhino, if you're watching this, please don't gore me if you're at WrestleCon. Please,
The
for love of God,
gore
don't
and
gore
the
me, please.
whore.
That sounds like a rap album, The Gore and the Whore.
Hey man,
But
can we talk about the finish though of this match? Solo he beats Jimmy Uso, but
Yep.
Samoan Kevin Nash put his boot on Solo's
That
ass
boy is
for the roll
tall,
up.
bro. That boy is tall.
Yeah, but
that guy's huge.
he put his
Pause,
boot
Pause. No Diddy.
he put his boot on Solo's ass for the win there.
Well, of course he did, because it's like he's learning from the final boss. It's boots to asses.
But
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Oh, fuck you.
It's boots to asses, baby.
No,
I
but
hate
Jacob
The Rock.
Fatu, his shirt was awesome. I really need that
I
shirt.
need that shirt.
I didn't
yeah,
even look at the shop
Fatu
to see if
shirt.
it's up there or that's from
Yeah.
a shirt that he already had made or something. I don't know.
No,
So,
they need to sell Jacob Fatu shiesties. I'll rock one.
That'd be gas.
That'd be gas.
That'd be all
I'm
gas.
terrified to wear it in any sketchy area like Atlanta.
Yeah,
Though,
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely
Don't wear it in Atlanta. So yeah, I think we all agree it was a pretty good match, right? Pretty good.
And that was the weakest match on the card.
Honestly, though, I mean,
I think this is just they're trying. I think that this is just
there was
filler because
some cool spots. There was some cool
Yeah, I
spots.
think-
There was
the Oos in the wind when he did the whisper in the wind to the outside.
that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. He also
Big Jim.
German solo on the apron. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
there was some cool
I mean,
spots there.
I think I can't say it's the weakest match on the card because the next match I think was the weakest only by default though.
Okay, yeah,
it definitely over delivered
we'll get to that.
compared to
I
my
don't think it was
expectation.
better- Yeah, I don't think it was better than I think the Gunther and Goldberg match actually was pretty fucking bad too. Honestly, it might not even be the worst match on the card now that I'm thinking about it.
I
also don't
think in
remember
terms of-
Goldberg versus Gunther.
I think in terms of if you look at this all these matches on paper, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa definitely overperformed what I expected the match to be.
Well, very
Yeah.
low bar. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the next match, which I thought was going to go in a different direction, but unfortunately, it's pro wrestling. Injuries happen. So it was LA Knight versus Mr. Moneybank Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
I thought Seth Rollins was going to lose because I had a crazy theory that Rollins was going to cash in on Goldberg. That didn't pan out. So it's LA Knight, Seth Rollins. The match is going pretty good. I think I was getting ready to go to the bar when this happened, but
I think
I
so,
just
yeah.
remember I saw someone on Twitter say, "Oh, I think Seth Rollins is hurt," so I had to go back and watch it. He does a springboard, so he does this he does the moonsault, right?
He does like
flip thing.
he does like Dominic's fucking front flip.
Yeah, so he
And
does
then-
a front flip.
And then he does
then the
like kind of
springboard.
a lion salt from
Yeah,
the middle
so-
rope backflip and then
Yeah,
lands
so
that.
when you go to watch it, when he does the springboard front flip, you can see he lands weird on his one leg. He gets up, he kind of pauses for a minute, he jumps, he does a springboard, and as soon as he comes down on that knee, he just jumps up, man, holding the knee.
Yeah.
Now, at first I said, okay, maybe he's trolling, maybe he's
like
maybe
a
he's
heel thing.
pretending. Yeah, it's a heel thing. Oh, I'm hurt, my knee's hurt, I can't cash in later. Apparently not. Apparently, according to multiple PW Insider, said that the injury is legitimate. People asked Triple H at the Evolution press conference last night. Triple H said that it's legitimate. Rollins was backstage on crutches and a big knee brace. Apparently, he got an MRI today, or is getting one today, because he's going to be at Raw tonight. I don't know if he's going to address the injury on Raw. But unfortunately, it's not looking good. I mean, I'll read this here from Wrestling Observer newsletter. Now, take this with a grain of salt because, people get
Changes
fed,
up.
it changes up. It goes from one person to the next. This is from Brian Alvarez, Wrestling Observer newsletter. He said that apparently the injury spot was to cover up a legitimate injury Seth Rollins suffered before Saturday. Now, I don't know if it's... Now, this could be true. Maybe Rollins got hurt working out. Remember, Cody tore his freaking pec working
Yeah.
out for the Hell in a Cell
Yeah.
match. So maybe he got hurt.
Such a
Maybe,
weird finish
maybe
if that's what they were
maybe yeah, and maybe he did. Maybe he did want to still have the match and say, "Look, let me put over LA Knight. I'll say the injury happened in that match, and we'll go from there." I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll hear something during Raw tonight. It just sucks. It was a weird, it was a weird finish. So he gets hurt. He hurts his knee. You can tell LA Knight's looking confused. The camera kind of pans away because Rollins is on the floor in the corner talking to Paul
Yeah.
Heyman and the doctor and the ref. So he definitely called an audible. I think they said Rollins told the ref, "Okay, we're gonna let LA Knight win." Rollins gets up, BFT. Yeah, BFT. ends the match, and it sucks. You can, if you go on Twitter, follow my boy Superfan Smiles on Twitter. He posted a great video because he was ringside. Green shirt guy is normal in his regular seat. He had a good video. You can see the look on Ron's face. He's just like, damn it, damn it. So it sucks, man, because Monday, just like with Liv Morgan, Monday Night Raw has been, Seth Rollins has been involved in everything.
Yeah.
But Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Gunther, Punk. So Monday night, it really was Monday Night Rollins, which will suck. Now I'm gonna ask both of you guys the question that people have been asking me. Um, we'll start with Beast. Say worst case scenario, Rollins is
Okay.
out until Rumble. How are you booking the Money in the Bank briefcase? Is he going to hold it? Is he going to give it to Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed? Do we keep Rollins on TV? What happens with Gunther? How are you booking this whole situation?
So it really depends on how long he's out for, because he does have a year.
To cash in, yeah.
He does have a year.
Yeah,
So
next June, July.
yeah. So the
Well,
thing
Money in the
is,
Bank, Money in the Bank next year is like the end of August.
Oh, so he has. Yeah.
so would he have
yeah.
until? Would
I
his
think
year
until
date?
I
He
think it would
has
be
until the next Money in the Bank.
until the next Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Okay,
Before the Money in the
because
Bank.
I was gonna say, is it the year date that he won, or is it like when next Money in the Bank is? So let's just say,
Normally,
for sake of argument, next Money in the
yeah,
Bank.
it's next Money in the Bank, yeah.
All right, so he has a year. It depends on how long he's out for, and it depends on what the injury is. So if you're gonna book the Money in the Bank, you could essentially kind of, because you don't want anybody to forget about it. You don't want nobody to
Yeah.
forget that he's Money in the Bank.
Money in the
So-
Bank, yeah.
So it depends on how tonight, if he addresses anything, because they've done it before. They've done it with Mr. Kennedy and Edge for Money in the
Yeah.
Bank. They swapped the
Yep.
briefcase.
They swapped
So-
it. Yeah.
So either Seth's plan B would mean giving the briefcase to either Braun or Bronson Reed, or you have Seth show up if he doesn't need to only be on crutches. You have him show up and kind of just meander around, kind of like slither around, and he's still there. He still has the briefcase, but you can hide his injury and make him more like a I guess I don't want to use a certain word that I want to use, but you could make him like a cowardly heel.
Yeah.
So like he wouldn't get involved because he has the two fucking monsters over there. They can do his dirty work. Why the fuck does he have to wrestle? So
Yeah.
he can kind of stay out of action and let them just do everything. So I mean, it depends on what they do tonight on Raw to address that situation. And again, however long he's out for, because if he tore his ACL, that's 10 months right there.
If he tore it all, yeah. If it's a complete tear, that's 9 months. Yeah.
So like, I mean, it all comes down to the recovery time, and then he has to rehab and get back into that ring shape again. So it could be the injury could be 9 months, but he could be getting back into ring shape and fixing that knee, getting that rehab for another month and a half.
Yeah.
So that's 10 and a half months maybe.
Okay, so you want to wait to see what we get tonight?
I think you'll have more of an idea of Money in the Bank with Seth Rollins tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Henry, what? How would you book it? Would you do like Beast and wait to see what happens? Do you have any ideas how you would pivot?
So, I just think if he's just gonna hand it off, that's lame to me. I think if he's out for the year, they should do like a match or some sort, like a vacancy match. If he is out for the year and he doesn't come back before next Money in the Bank, but if he
Yeah.
actually is out till Rumble, I say you just let him disappear from TV, let everyone forget he has it, and then I don't know, maybe Chamber, you throw a wrench in whatever Mania match it is, and then he just randomly cashes in, almost like how he did at was it 33, 32 with Roman and Brock,
Rom-
where everyone
Roman
kind of
Brock. I think
got.
it was 30-31 if I
Was it
remember
31?
correctly.
Okay, I don't know
I think
why
it
I
was
thought it was 32.
31. It might have been 32.
Because everyone kind of forgot he had the briefcase going into that match, so when he cashed it in, it was crazy. I could see him doing something like that where Paul still carries it around, but he doesn't have it all the time, and then you kind of forget. Well, Seth Rollins could just show up whenever, so when he gets cleared, he could just show up, cash it in, and mess up Mania. Like you can have Sammy still win the Rumble, or well, yeah, you can still have Sammy or whoever win the Rumble, and then Chamber or something, you can win the world title, and then you can have a big triple threat or some like wild shit going into Mania.
Well, that's what I'm saying with the cowardly heel thing. If you
Yeah.
have him be the
I
cowardly
just
heel,
think
and
I just
Punk
think having him off
becomes
TV it, adds more of like a surprise factor if you don't see him at all. And
no,
then it's
but
like
I agree with you.
randomly.
If he's off TV, that's fine. But then that means you should elevate somebody that is involved in his story to be in that position
Like
for him
Braun
to
Breaker,
come
yeah.
back and screw them because he has the briefcase. So
Yeah.
to your guy, CM Punk, get him to that position just for Seth to come and ruin it again.
Yeah, no,
And then you
exactly.
can
That's what I'm
feud.
saying.
Yeah.
Because the pop would be crazy. Like imagine at Rumble, like the men's Royal Rumble opens, and whoever's in the main event for the world title, it's like, oh, this guy's fighting this guy. It's like he's either fighting one of these two guys, and then whoever wins, and then out of nowhere you could just have Braun Breaker run over the champion, and Seth Rollins makes like a miraculous return to cash in.
Yeah.
And then you can have
Yeah.
like an insane build into Mania, and you can have like a crazy like storyline going into it. That's what I would
Yeah.
do. I would do that for the surprise factor, and the pop would just be ridiculous if out of nowhere Seth Rollins just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with both you guys on that. From what I've been reading, we'll hear it tonight, hopefully, from Seth himself or Adam Pierce. I think Seth will address it himself, similar to the Adam Cole situation.
It's
Um,
just a
it is,
shame.
it's a
Always
shame.
when
It
he's at the
sucks.
top.
I know. I
Yeah,
feel
it
bad for
sucks.
what I said last episode. I said he's never
Yeah.
really the
It's
man, and
always
now
when,
here he
it's
is injured.
always
And
when
like
he's at the peak
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
the peak of his
he's
storylines,
right there.
and he's running
It's right there.
strong,
Yeah.
and he's the
Yeah.
guy. It's the minute like it's like, oh yeah, Seth Rollins is the guy. Like he's the main
Yeah.
guy of Raw. Injured
Yeah.
when he was the world
Yeah.
champion. Oh, who's beating Seth Rollins? He got injured wrestling Kane. He was the
At a
top
house
guy.
show. At a house
Yeah,
show.
he was the top guy against Jinder.
My water.
And
And you
like
know
that
what? It's
Jinder
that
match was
same knee. It's
stupid,
that
and he got
same
injured.
right knee.
Well, it's the knee. Yeah, I think he's had surgery
I think
twice
it's a
now. I
cartilage.
believe.
He's
At
he's
this
becoming
point-
Rey Mysterio 5
At
times
this
in his
point,
right knee.
I think he's gonna end up taking time off and just getting a bunch of stem cells whenever he does get
Yeah.
more
So
like
I.
a year off.
Yeah. So I'm hoping he's not going too long. If it is 5 to 9 months, hopefully he comes back by Rumble. If I'm doing it, I'm keeping him on TV. If I'm doing it, if he's able to.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think
Like with
I
the
think
crutches
Paul
thing.
Heyman. No, no, no. I want Paul Heyman pushing him around in a wheelchair.
Oh my
And I want him to hold the briefcase.
Like
Yes, I
Zeb
want.
Coulter?
Yes. I want Paul. Oh, yeah, I want Paul Heyman to push him around in a wheelchair. This is my
You
banter,
want him to
right?
do like the
Yeah.
Kevin
You
Nash
want the
fucking
Kevin
Yes.
Nash
broken
where
leg?
where he
Yeah,
rips
this is
off
why.
the
Yes,
blanket
yeah,
and cashes
yeah, but
it.
no,
That would be crazy.
but this is what I want. This is what I want.
That's fucking
I want
awesome.
I want Paul Heyman pushing around in a
It's a great
wheelchair, right?
idea.
And tonight on Raw, they're doing a gauntlet match, right? Whoever wins goes to SummerSlam, finds Gunther. I'm in the CM Punk shirt. Punk wins the gauntlet. Punk beats Gunther, right?
Yeah.
Wins the world title. So Punk can go up to Rollins. Rollins can be ringside and can be like, nah, 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 you can't touch me. Your leg's broken. Nah, 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 nah. Right? And we do that to keep Rollins on TV. And Rollins gets mad at everyone because he can't do nothing. And then when the moment's right and the leg's good, we do the Kevin Nash, baby. He hops out of that chair. He catches in that briefcase. And Rollins takes the title from CM Punk.
That'd actually be awesome. Not gonna lie.
That's a
I-
great idea. I
That'd be
actually kind of
sick.
like that
Because
better
then
than
you have the
semi
comedy
crutches.
feel to it. You make a you give it comic relief to a shitty
But-
situation, right?
And it's
Right.
also
So-
it also plays into his heel shit. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
fucking dick. Like, yeah, no, okay, I like
So
that.
I think
like
As
that'd be
that.
long
good.
as the
you know?
payoff is the chair getting thrown at Seth Rollins or
Yes.
rolled at him,
Yeah.
I'll be okay with that. I need him to get hurt by the chair and then
So,
in the Mania
So
match.
it does suck. Hopefully they can make a something good out of the shitty situation. I'm sure we'll find out more news tonight on Raw.
Nope.
I
The
just hope
main
he doesn't have
event.
to vacate the briefcase. That would be shitty.
See,
Well,
I
that's
don't
why
think he'll.
I mentioned the Edge and Mr. Kennedy
Yeah,
thing,
I
because
don't think
like
he'll
I
vacate
don't
it.
want that to happen. But
No,
if
I
the
think.
off chance of it happening, that's the route
Yeah.
they would go.
I don't think he'll vacate it. I know Paul Heyman is very behind Braun Breaker backstage. He helps him with his promos. I know Braun Breaker is slated for a main event spot. If I'm Rollins and I have to go and I can't be here, Braun, you're plan B. You take this briefcase, you
I just
cash
think
in, and
that's
you take
lame.
that title for me. And when I come back, you hand me that title. And that's how you turn Braun Breaker and make him one of your top baby faces. And that's how you establish him over Rollins, because he can say, I'm not just going to hand you the title. And then you can do that evolution, Batista, Triple
Yeah,
H,
because
thumbs up,
he's
thumb
been
down.
holding that the whole time. He's
Yeah,
been
and he's
holding
going to
it
say,
down for
yeah, he's
him.
been holding Raw down. But we'll see which way they
I
go.
just think that would be a lame way to go. I'd rather Braun
Yeah.
Breaker wins it in a match or something.
Well, yeah, we could see how it goes, or maybe they turn Braun early. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens.
So they just lay Seth out.
Yeah. Speaking of something that happened, Goldberg's final match. This
I don't
match,
remember this match.
this match went longer
No,
than
you
most
don't.
people. But this match went longer than most people thought. I think the time on this match was around 16 minutes, I believe. I could be wrong. It
No,
went
I think
pretty
it went
long.
14. I think it went
Was it
14
14?
minutes.
Okay, yeah,
I
it
was
went.
a
I
little
think-
over half of Wheatley vodka.
Yeah.
By
The
then,
thing
so
is,
I
I
have no
think
clue what
that
happened.
match only ran that long because of the Seth situation.
So yeah, I believe it was. I don't want to get the source wrong here. Let me get my. I don't want to source the wrong
sources,
person.
get
I
your
don't want
sources.
people coming at me wrong here. I know they said they had to change the ending of Saturday nights. I just want to
Also,
I think
another
Roman was supposed to return.
So-
injury that happened at Saturday Night's main event. Shout out Charles Robinson, greatest referee of all time. Hope your ribs feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So-
Goldberg. Thanks, Goldberg. On your way out, you just had to hurt somebody. Oh, thanks.
Okay. So
And of all people, a referee. Dick.
yeah. So the injury did cause multiple
Right.
things to change.
Because I think Roman was supposed to return last night. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Something was supposed to happen, and it got
something was
fucked
supposed
up.
to happen, and yeah, he got that injury did cause multiple things to happen. So yeah, so Brian Alvarez from Wrestling Observer Radio, the injury to Seth Rollins appears serious. It shortened the match and other segments on the match. The last 40 minutes of the show were changed on the fly. There was something big. There was something that was supposed to happen later in the night, and it didn't as a result of the injury. In storyline, Seth has until next June to cash in. So conceivably, even with surgery and long-term recovery, he could return before the time to cash in ends. That comes from Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Radio. So he has until next June, not until next. So it's a year from when he won it in storyline.
So it is the date. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, Goldberg
You
had
should
his
read
last
that first.
match. I did say I had wanted Goldberg to win because I thought Rollins was going to cash in.
Thank God
That
he
didn't. That didn't happen.
Oh no.
It's just a thing when. Oh God, Henry.
Oh no. It's
We
two
lost
episodes.
Henry.
It's 2 episodes.
Okay.
Henry's had that happen.
All right, guys, we lost Henry. Henry's back. Okay.
There he
They
is.
just kicked you guys off my screen and I couldn't hear.
Okay,
anything.
Henry's
There he
back.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So
Technical
I
diff-
want-
We're very
I-
professional here.
we're very professional here.
We'll
Bell
just put
Banter.
a blooper, just a boop.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Like I said, I had said I wanted Goldberg to win.
Thank God. He
Just
did
because I
not.
wanted Rollins to cash in.
God, he did not.
It was in his hometown of Atlanta. They did the classic old school Goldberg entrance. He had a lot of legends with him. I think Josh Barnett was there.
Yeah, Josh Barnett was there.
Blood
Yep.
Sports, Josh Barnett. That's badass. I love Josh Barnett. Gage his son was ringside.
Mhm.
So I thought it was good for what it was, right? Because when you're in this wrestling business, that's just like when Randy Orton finally retires, right? Your body can only go so far. The guy's 50, was he 58? Goldberg, Gunther is in his prime, So if this was me, I would have rather it had been John Cena versus Goldberg, just because I feel like it's just like top. I know that face, Henry. I know, but that I would just feel like Cena does the slower paced matches. I think it would have been a better fit. But I thought Goldberg. You guys, I know you guys don't like Goldberg. I thought he held his own, man. That chop, he laughed that chop off. He knows so that chop.
He also did the
I
worst spear ever. I remember it, even though I was pissed
I
drunk
thought
falling
I
on my
thought
desk at
so.
that point.
But
Okay,
you're
I'll let you
but
do your banter. Hold on, I'll let you do your banter. I'll do it. Hold on, let me do my banter real quick.
Oof.
I thought it was good for what it was. Okay, I thought it was good for what it was. In the end, Gunther almost killed Goldberg's son. Goldberg's son jumping the barricade. I don't know why you're doing that for. I'm not jumping the barricade at Gunther.
Last time Bobby Lashley ripped his
Yeah,
arms
I
off.
want to do that. And in the end, Gunther, Goldberg got in a spear, not that good looking spear. The jackhammer was okay. Um, Ref bump, comes out. Goldberg gets
Poor
choked
Charles
out.
Robinson.
So, yeah, shout out to Charles Robinson. He got a broken rib. Goldberg passes out, right? Now, I'm going to ask you guys because I know you got a lot to say. Does this, in the room, okay, so I have two questions for you, right? We'll start with Henry because I know Henry is a big John Cena guy.
Biggest John
If
Cena guy.
if the rumor is true, right?
Biggest.
If Gunther is the new Randy Orton, right? If he's the new legend killer, he's retiring people, right? Oh, calm down with that face piece. He's retiring people, right? He said he's retiring Goldberg, and now, according to Worked Wrestling on Twitter, at Worked Wrestling, follow them. They're pretty legit when they say stuff. They said that the plan as of now is
Mhm.
for Gunther to be John Cena's final match. Now, it wasn't specific whether it's a title for title, if it's Gunther getting drafted to SmackDown after possibly losing the world title at SummerSlam. If Henry, if you're booking this right, Gunther beats Goldberg, makes him pass out Saturday night's main event. How do we get to Gunther versus Cena, and what do you want to see out of this? Do you want to see Gunther beat Cena? Do you want to see Cena beat Gunther? Are we getting a title for title match? Are we getting how are we
Sir,
doing
are
this?
you delusional? Do you really think I want John Cena to lose in his last match? First of all, shame on you. Second of all, John Cena's losing to Cody Rhodes. I don't know how to fucking put this. It's gonna make me
Okay,
wanna
well before we
cry.
get to before you give me your John Cena Gunther, how'd you feel about Goldberg?
I'm glad he lost. I
You're
don't
glad he
remember the
lost.
match. By the
Well, you
time
were drunk,
Goldberg
yeah. You
got
were
to the
drunk.
ring, I was
Yeah.
spilling Wheatley vodka down my gullet.
It
I
was a hell of a
dropped
night.
Shout out to Wheatley Vodka, by the way.
I
We
was
love Wheatley
laying
Vodka.
right here on the floor. I don't remember anything. I remember Goldberg lost.
Okay, so
And then
Goldberg lost.
he stood up to do his speech, and I said, "Where
They
the
cut his
fuck is
speech.
Brock Lesnar?"
They cut his speech.
They
Bret
cut
Hart
it
did
twice.
Yeah,
cut twice.
good on Bret Hart. Oh, and I was sitting here after the match, and I go, "Where the fuck's Brock Lesnar?" And I said that like 30 times.
Yes, you did.
And I also said, "Is that all? Because where the fuck's Brock Lesnar?"
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, no Brock Lesnar yet. No Roman,
Thank God
no Brock.
Goldberg lost.
And then about 20
Thank
minutes later, Henry
God.
passed out.
Gunther beat the fucking old man to the retirement home. Thank God. But it is Gunther versus John Cena. Cena's definitely losing to Cody. I don't know how to tell you all this. It's gonna break my heart. I'm a storm
So
out
you
of
think
MetLife Stadium.
Cena loses to Cody at SummerSlam? Okay. Now, if it's Gunther and Gunther and Cena, is it for Cena's title, or is
No,
it
it's
just
gonna be
what?
for Gunther's title because Cena's gonna lose the title.
So you're gonna
Gunther's
okay?
gonna
So Cena
hold it in the
loses.
TD
Okay,
Garden,
so
and John Cena's gonna say, "Well, I want one last shot as the good guy. I want to make my year up for you guys since I was such a piece of shit. I want to
okay,
go
so
out
you want
as the
Cena
ultimate
to
good guy, and I want to win the title." Gunther can come out and say, "I already put one old man down this year. I'm gonna put down another." We get the super mega camo George John Cena
With the
buzz
pumps?
cut and all with the pumps versus
pump
the
him up.
fucking. Can I say
No,
what I
no,
want
no!
to
Don't say it! Don't say it! Don't say it! No, no, no!
Fine.
No,
The
say he's the bully, the
Austrian,
bully, the
maybe
bully.
he likes
Yeah,
to
the big
paint.
bully.
Who knows? He is
Yeah, the
Austrian.
big bully.
Maybe he likes to paint a little bit. Maybe he got tonight from art school.
I like
Gunther
to
can
paint.
come out and say, I'm gonna retire you, buddy. And John Cena's gonna
Okay.
be like, put your money where your mouth is. I
Last
want that
match.
title.
Okay.
I want to be the never before seen 18, and I want to
Okay.
go out as everyone's hero. And I want to take that title off of you, Gunther, because you're a piece of shit and no one likes you. And then you can
Okay.
have Super Cena win his last match by squashing the evil Austrian painter. And if you catch the reference, yes, I'm calling him that guy because it's kind of funny. But John Cena's going to beat Gunther. If it's John Cena Gunther,
Okay.
Cena's going to be a mega babyface. We're getting prime John Cena. He's going to wear camo jorts, hopefully. And he's going to beat Gunther's ass.
All right. Good
Well,
banter.
thank you,
good
Henry,
banter.
for not saying
Good.
what you wanted to
Yeah,
say and
thanks
get
for
us
not saying
canceled.
that. We're not trying to get canceled.
Thank you very much.
Beast, how do you feel
Good
about
loophole.
Goldberg's last match there with
Well,
Gunther?
I'm gonna run down the match of all the things that I wrote down.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Yep.
Goldberg versus Gunther video package. Commercial break again.
Yeah.
Then we get to the match. Why the fuck was Goldberg at 58 years old outpowering Gunther?
He was.
Why?
He was.
He's
I
58.
don't know. I don't
Because
remember.
it's in
a damn
Atlanta.
thing from
It's
the
in
He's
match.
Atlanta.
I don't care. He's 58. Gunther is your world champion.
He ain't my world champion.
He is, well, in
Your
the grand,
world champion.
in the grand
Ain't my
scheme of
world
the
champion.
WWE universe,
Ain't
he
my
is
world
the
champion.
world champion.
Nah, he ain't
And a
mine.
58-year-old is not
My
only
world-
outpowering.
My world champion carries this, buddy.
Whoa, world tag team champion. But
Not the world.
regardless-
You watch your damn mouth.
regardless,
Well, we like Finn. Win
We love
Balor,
Finn,
win
we love
Balor,
Finn,
win
but-
Balor.
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, Gunther is the world
Balor.
heavyweight champion, getting not only outpowered by a 58-year-old Goldberg,
He was.
But-
he no-sold that chop.
but is
Goldberg
no
no-sold it.
selling chops.
He knows the Gunther chop.
I know
No
for a fact
selling
he had to Put
chops.
ice on it.
Yeah, he's laughed at him when he chopped him.
Which
It was probably supposed to be a cry, but you know.
honestly,
wasn't in the
cool
script.
photo it made.
A
Dumb.
great photo, yeah.
It bothers me because he's again 58
58.
years old. Then we get another
young
commercial after
Gunner?
Goldberg spears the barricade.
Yeah.
We
That
get
was
another
gnarly.
commercial break, and then, typical match. Nothing really entertaining other than it being very slow and boring. Then out of nowhere, Charles Robinson gets speared. Then after Charles Robinson's ribs got obliterated in half like a Mortal Kombat fatality, Goldberg's son, like Justin said, he jumps the barricade.
Yeah. What the fuck?
We got
What are you doing?
a surprise jackhammer from Goldberg. That was,
Surprised he got him up.
thank God, Gunther's neck is intact. Gunther kicked out of the jackhammer, and at that point, I wrote down, so why is Gunther getting beat by Goldberg? I didn't understand why I get it's his retirement match, but I didn't understand why it felt like Goldberg had the utmost amount of offense when
Yeah.
Gunther should be
I would've
walking
booked
him.
it as a murder.
You should be walking him, and then we get to Goldberg getting choked out by Gunther. Gunther wins, and then we cut to a commercial break. It leads to then Goldberg coming back from commercial break, saying about 5 words, and immediately another commercial break, and then we come back and it cuts the feed.
Yeah, so
That was
I think what,
that of
Goldberg's career
all things I thought was really annoying, that they're gonna have him cut
Yeah.
a promo and then they're just gonna cut the feed. I thought that was kind of a shitty thing. But
so
I also hated the fact of the way Gunther won. Granted, I get his thing is like puts people out with the sleeper hold, but Goldberg should have ate a pin. I'm sorry. Again, I will say it again. He's 58 years old. He should have ate a pin. He should have ate a
Yeah,
pin.
so WWE, it looks like WWE apologized to Goldberg. They uploaded the whole retirement speech. I have it here.
I
This
did see that.
transcript-
I just thought it was kind
Yeah.
of shitty.
Yeah, it was kind of shitty. Whether you like Goldberg or not, let the
thought it
man
was
do his
funny.
speech. You
Bret
wouldn't think it
Hart
was funny
in
if that.
Triple
You wouldn't
H's
think it
ear.
was funny if that's John Cena and it went to black. But you'll be in attendance for that. So these
trans Goldberg's a big jump. Okay.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, this
John
transcript
Cena has
comes
one-
from I
town
know.
and
Can
one
I let me
testicle, and
read this?
Goldberg
Let me
does to
read
his
this
whole
speech.
body.
Damn it! So
Oh,
this is
too damn.
Goldberg's whole speech.
Oh,
Okay.
good lord.
This is from WrestleLamia on Twitter. Goldberg's speech, and this is quoted here from Goldberg. And these people who are in the ring with me, my friends and family, I don't know what to say, but it has been one hell of a ride. There ain't going to be another Goldberg except for the boy here, points at his son. Treat people like you would like to be treated. Black, green, purple, Christian, Jewish, I don't give a damn. You treat every single human being with respect. And if I did anything in my career, I honored that and tried to pass that down. And to everyone in the ring with me, that is their character too. So Goldberg's telling us to love everybody, baby.
Huh? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Dark
you fell asleep.
speech.
So that was Goldberg's retirement match. Like I said,
I was on the
I
floor
thought it was better
laughing as my
than
mic was hitting.
I thought it was good. I thought it was better than it was going to be. So that was Saturday night's the main event.
Now let's get
But
to the good pay-per-view of this
let's get to
weekend.
the good pay per view because
Let's get to
these
the A show.
the A show because these
I
women, man.
just wanna say, again, like I said in the last episode before when we did predictions, I'm not a big fan of women's wrestling. I don't like the way it's booked. I don't like the stories that get told. But this pay-per-view slapped the fucking
good.
balls off me. This
Yeah,
was a great
it's good.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, let's get into this.
Pay-per-view
So,
is
they set up. This is from WrestleTix. Follow.
overperformed.
100%.
This was the same building as Saturday Night's main event, but it felt just more alive, man. This crowd was on fire. This comes
Crowd
from
was
WrestleTix.
rocking.
This comes from WrestleTix at
Especially the stick
WrestleTix on
bug in the
Twitter.
crowd.
So it says that they
No, you're not.
sold. It says that they sold 8,300 tickets, man. It felt like there was like 20,000 people in that arena, man. It was jam packed.
That was loud.
Well, let's just get into it, right? So, the opening match, it was a triple threat for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was the Intercontinental Women's Champion Becky Lynch. She's defended against Bayley and the former Intercontinental Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. I just want to say, man, the women's outfits, chef's kiss. Okay, I know Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have the same designer, but man, Becky Lynch comes out in that big black thing. I don't know if I don't know what it was, if it was mink or a polar bear, but holy shit! And then she comes out, just looks like a heel. Someone has the Becky Hogan sign. I don't know how the hell that sign got in there.
That's awesome.
Because she doesn't like being called that, but man, it just fit.
Oh my
It fit the mood.
That
Okay.
ruined an infamy
Okay.
for walking out the
Yeah,
ramp
with the
holding
Becky
belt with
Hogan
the
sign.
fucking Becky
Oh
Hogan
man.
sign behind her.
I also
Yeah,
want to
she
say we got Stephanie McMahon that showed up to this pay-per-view.
Yes. Oh yes. I'm sorry, Stephanie McMahon, my girl Stephanie.
She was
Love
doing
Stephanie
play-by-play
McMahon.
with Joe
Yeah.
Twistator.
Yeah.
Twistator.
She opens the show. We get the pyro in the
Twistator,
ring. That was
Twistator.
cool.
I
Yeah.
miss
The
the
intro. The intro
Joe
was great.
Twizzler.
Great intro. Yeah, and then we had a great triple threat to start.
That was a good match.
Yeah,
I thought that was gonna
I have lots
suck.
of notes. I have lots of notes because Evolution, man. I'm telling you, they did
it was
good.
gonna suck because Lyra is the best women's wrestler on the planet. I'm not gonna lie. Lyra has not had a bad match in months. That match cooked though. That was a great opener.
Yeah, all these women have great chemistry in the ring. Bailey and Becky,
a lot better than I thought it was. After
Mm.
watching Lyra versus Becky, I thought that match was gonna be kind of mid. They rocked the house. That's what we call a hot open.
No, it's a hot open. Becky and Bailey, they were going at it. Lyra was on the outside for a little bit. Lyra jumps back in. She's taking it. She takes it to Becky and Bailey. Bailey hits the Macho Man elbow drop on the Becky and Lyra. And then she hits an elbow drop on Lyra. Elbow drop onto Lyra in the corner from Bailey. Though that was cool. Lyra gets the leg.
Also, shout out Walmart for being a sponsor at Evolution too. Shout out Walmart.
Yes, me and Henry, we work at Walmart. Walmart has a freaking logo. I'm proud of it, baby, because Walmart has a freaking logo on the turnbuckle pad. So Walmart, if you're watching, I know you're watching. All you people, all you managers that I work for, you're watching me right now because you follow me. Because you know when I call out, you know when I'm at these wrestling shows.
Mm-hmm.
Hook us up with a discount code, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a
Okay.
discount.
So yeah,
Get
Walmart
on the
logo on the
crowd.
turnbuckle. And we get towards the end of the match. I thought Bailey was going to win, but Becky Lynch, man, the most dangerous move in all of pro wrestling.
That
That
was a
was
The
an
crazy
roll up.
roll up.
awesome
That
roll up.
roll up was
That was awesome.
crazy. That
That's
roll
what the
up onto
Ronda roll up should have
yeah,
looked like at
yeah,
35. That
that
was
Becky
nuts.
Lynch roll up onto Bailey,
That
man.
sequence was chef's
So
kiss.
the
That was
man
great.
Becky Lynch retains. I thought it was great. But I think you guys agree. Beast, what you think?
No, that over delivered than what I expected out of those three. Cause like I've seen them all go 1-on-1, and it just didn't do what I thought it would
Well,
have.
Becky versus Lyra, the first time was really good too.
See,
The
like I just
backlash
wasn't.
match was good.
That's the thing. I just wasn't interested in it, so I just didn't enjoy it. But like after seeing like Bailey and Lyra wrestle, I was like, oh man, well, I'm setting up this triple threat match. This ain't gonna be what I want it to be. And then they slapped me across the face and they delivered a hell of a opening match for Evolution. And honestly, like I said, I'm not a fan of women's wrestling, but I'd rewatch that match.
It's a really good match.
That was great. I still don't understand the story. Like, I'm still confused of what the whole thing's about
Yeah,
between because Becky
I
took out
think.
because it's Becky took out Bailey, and
Yeah,
then Becky took the title off Lyra. So I get that, but it's like I don't
I
get the why.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is going to lead. Well, before I get to that, Henry, what do you think?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Beast. I didn't think that match was going to be as good as it was. I thought it was going to be solid. But that match, that second match of the night for me, that match banged
Oh yeah.
hard. That match went crazy. That match was
Yeah,
really, really good.
yeah, we all
So
can agree that was a great
I,
match.
I think I think that was better than the triple threat at Mania between
Yeah,
Rhea, Io, and
I
Bianca.
it
And
was
that was also
Yeah.
really good. But
it
I
was a-
personally think
I
that
yeah
one last night was better. That match had me rocking. Maybe it was the atmosphere. Maybe it's because
It
it's an
might have
all
yeah, it might
women's
have been the
pay-per-view.
crowd, honestly.
But
yeah
like
crowd was great.
that
Great
match,
crowd.
that is one of the best opening matches I've seen on a WWE pay-per-view in years. That match went stupid.
Yeah, great
My
match.
only worry is what is Becky Lynch gonna do now with the title? Now that she's done with Lyra and Becky, well, but not Becky
So
Bailey.
I
So
don't
I'm a
think she's.
little worried.
I
I
don't
just
think
don't know
she's
what's
done.
next.
I don't think she's done with Bailey. She pinned Bailey. Well, I don't think she's done with it. I could see a case where Lyra's going to say, "You didn't pin me. You pinned Bailey." Now we're like 2.5 weeks from SummerSlam. I don't
Maybe
know
we
if
get
you run
Triple
this
Threat
match
Part 2.
back. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do Triple Threat Part 2. If they do that, I wouldn't be against it. But if
I
they
just
do
wanted a
that,
crazy stipulation. They can't
yeah,
do a
do
Hell in
it,
a
do
Cell
it.
though.
Yeah, they're not gonna do a Hell in a Cell. Maybe a steel cage. I know Becky likes steel cage matches, so maybe you can do a steel cage.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just think they
Um,
have to do something crazy
they
if they
gotta do
run back to
something
Triple
crazy
Threat
if they're gonna do the triple
to
threat.
ride
Or
that
even
momentum.
or even if you don't want to do a cage because it's an outside arena, do a ladder match. Just do a
There
TLC
you
match
go.
or something.
A ladder
Ladder
match
match
would
would
be
be
good
cool.
too.
You can
Yeah,
do
Ladder
that.
match would
would
be cool.
really
It's
good.
not
Yeah,
like you just
yeah,
need a cable and
yeah.
for the belt.
We don't get many women's ladder matches outside
Yeah,
of the
they can
main
do a
event. So
they
that
can
would
do a
Yeah.
be
ladder
cool.
match. They
That
can
would
do a
be
ladder
cool.
match
Well, that's why
outside
I
because
said you can do a ladder
WrestleMania
match
was
or a TLC
yeah
thing or something.
yeah
You could do something like
yeah.
that.
Do
So
something, yeah.
yeah, I don't think they're done because I
That
think
is if you're running back to triple threat to make it more
yeah,
interesting.
I think they'd run it back. I think they'll run it back. We'll see tonight on Raw.
Yeah.
After that, we had a match that went a completely different route, in my opinion. It was for the NXT Women's Championship. NXT Women's Champion JC Jane with Fatal Influence. She took on Jordan Grace with the former Mariah May, now known as Blake Monroe.
I still call it
Um,
Mariah May.
and I thought Jordan Grace was going to win here because you look at Jordan
Oh, same.
Grace and she is Muscles Malone. She's the muscle
Sus
muffin,
Malone.
as Blake Marone called her. JC Jane picked up the win due to Blake Monroe turning heel onto Jordan Grace. Now, I'm not opposed to this because in AEW, Blake Monroe, when she was Mariah May, she was the heel, right? She does a great job as a heel. Not only is
Yeah.
she beautiful, She's a
She's a
badass heel, bro.
badass. Yeah, she's
She's
a
a badass heel.
badass.
So I'm not against it.
Just a little weird because I
I
thought
did,
she
it
was
was
gonna get
just
the
a little
title.
weird. So
I thought
now,
Blake Monroe was gonna win the title at Heatwave, but unless they do a triple threat, I don't see
so
that happening.
before we get to Heatwave, Henry, next Sunday is TNA Slammiversary on Long Island. It's a title for title match. JC Jane, NXT Women's Champion versus TNA. I think it's is it the Knockouts champion?
Yeah, TNA
Masha
Knockouts.
Slamovich. Yeah, Masha Slamovich, title for title. Now, I think we're going to get some interference in that match. I'll get to that when I do my TNA predictions. But Beast, I'll go to you. Did you enjoy this match? Were you surprised from the heel turn from Blake Monroe? What's your thoughts?
I don't follow NXT, so it
Yeah, you
doesn't
don't follow as much as me. Yeah.
it doesn't it didn't really tickle my fancy. But I will say the match though. Just a few things I wrote down. I believe Henry's favorite ref was reffing this match because I wrote down ref question mark. Um,
I love that
Oh,
ref.
I think her name's Victoria.
um,
No, it's not.
but
It's not. Is it Victoria? Let me look at my Twitter.
I'll go to your Twitter.
but
We're doing
while
our
they're
research.
finding that, there was a
It's
corner
Vicky.
spot. Oh, it's
Vicky.
Vicky Derrico. I can't say her last name. Awesome ref job. You're the best ref in the biz.
Speaking of Vicky's, we saw Vicky Guerrero, but going into
Oh God.
talking about
That's my favorite ref now.
talking about the match, there was a weird
Sorry,
corner
Nate.
spot. There was a weird corner spot that Jordan Grace did. It was kind of a weird little because it was like it looked like a power bomb and she was supposed to like plant her
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
kind of
Really
just sat
weird.
her on the top. I don't
That
know.
looked
It just looked
terrible.
weird.
That looked
But she made
did the
up for it.
coolest-
Cause I know what you're gonna say. Cause she did the coolest suplex I've ever seen. It had her
Yeah.
leg over instead of the arm, and then she
Yeah.
grabbed the
She did-
arm
yeah,
and
yeah.
that was awesome. I
That was
didn't.
good,
I,
yeah.
Cause when
That was
when it got set up, I was confused. I was like, "What the fuck's happening?" And then she did it, and I was like, "Oh, that was sick!" Like, that was
Yeah.
cool. That was awesome. But like I said, the match. I don't follow NXT, so it really did nothing for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't react the way I probably would have if I followed NXT, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good match. It was all right.
Yeah.
So Henry, besides the ref, what else did you enjoy about that match?
I found out my new favorite big cat is the leopard. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You like
good
leopard
old
print?
Jasmine. Yeah, because of
Yeah.
good old Jasmine Nix.
Shout out
Oh.
Jasmine Nix.
Jasmine Nix.
Shout out Jasmine Nix, yeah.
I haven't watched NXT in a minute because I only really tune in when matches interest me. I think the last one I watched was it was the Mania one that they do, was it Stand and Deliver? That's the last
Stand
one
and
I
Deliver,
watched. So I didn't know the story. I didn't know what was going on. I thought that match was gonna suck. But low-key, JC Jane and Jordan Grace put on a solid match. It wasn't the worst match on the card. Didn't absolutely blow me away, but it was entertaining. It kept me entertained. Once again, that suplex was fucking awesome.
So cool.
Me and my
Yeah.
dad both were like, "What the absolute hell? That was fucking cool."
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jordan Grace pulled out a lot of cool moves.
Yeah.
I think the ending was kind of weird because I thought Blake Monroe was gonna win the women's title, or was
So
getting put in the position to verse
So-
someone for the women's title.
yeah.
Like soon,
So
I
I
thought
think-
she was getting the belt really quickly. So unless they do like a triple threat, I don't know what's going on with that. That's just weird to me. But
Yeah.
I thought it was entertaining. I'm very I don't follow NXT, so I have no clue what the story
Yeah.
is. I don't know what they're going.
Okay.
For.
Yeah.
I like
thought-
Jasmine Nix. I know I like Blake Monroe, and JC
Yeah.
Jane. She looks like that guest appearance in that Scooby Doo '90s cartoon with the big nose.
No, that's not nice.
But she actually had a good match.
That's
and,
the NXT Women's Champion body. All right. Yeah. So
Nah.
I follow NXT more than these
Oh, I
two.
can't wait.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
follow NXT more than these two. So basically, the story, if you watch NXT, you know the
Just
story right
looked it
now.
up.
It's like
Do you
It's
guys
like an
want me to
NXT
pull up the screenshot?
it's
for
like-
you
I just
guys?
looked it up.
it's like an NXT versus TNA thing. So JC Jane's
Show-
gonna go
do I
face
show it to the camera?
Masha.
I can edit it in
Go-
or something.
Yeah, we'll have B set it in. So yeah, the storyline basically is next Sunday. It's JC Jane, Masha Slamovich, title
Just
for
send me the
title.
photo.
Yeah, I got you.
I think JC Jane beats Masha for the title. becomes the NXT Women's Champion and the TNA Women's Champion, the Knockouts Champion.
And just defends
And
the NXT
and
title, so
then
she'll
I think she'll
snatches on
defend.
TNA.
Yeah, I think she'll defend both of them because that's how you get more eyes on the product for TNA since they have the
Mhm.
partnership with WWE now, NXT.
Unless
Blake
Masha
Monroe.
wins, that would be cool.
That would be cool, but I think JC Jane's going to win it because I
Because
think what's going to happen is I think
Trick's already the TNA champion. It would be crazier if a TNA wrestler won WWE
true,
title.
but I think what's going to happen at Slammiversary, I'll give my quick picks for that. I think Marshall loses. I think Mike Santana defeats Trick since Mike Santana is being pushed as the savior of TNA. He's from the
Joe
New York
Hendry.
City, I believe. Beast doesn't know what we're talking about.
Not a damn clue.
But
I don't even know who
anyway,
that is.
I think everything that happened with JC Jane and Jordan Grace is going to lead to Blake Monroe becoming the NXT Women's Champion. But we'll move on to one of my favorite matches of the night. It was a women's fatal four-way tag team match. My girls representing the Judgment Day,
All
Raquel
day.
Rodriguez and Foxy Roxanne Perez, as Beast dubbed her.
Yes, sir.
They defended their titles against a team of the We're Not Friends, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Sol Ruka and Zarya representing NXT. Let me just say, Raquel Rodriguez, chef's kiss. Roxanne Perez, chef's kiss. Okay. They are what you want tag team women's champions to look like. And I have one note on this match. We ride with Judgment Day all day.
Yes, sir.
Beast.
Well, I had more than that written down. But yeah, shout out Judgment Day, shout out Foxy Roxy, Roxanne, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Love Raquel.
There was a weird moment with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss this match. Alexa Bliss was about to get speared out of her boots by what's her name? Zarya. And
Zarya,
yeah, the Overwatch character. And
I like Zarya.
Charlotte
cool.
Flair
Zarya's cool. Zaruka's
pulled
cool.
Charlotte Flair pulled Alexa to safety, and Sol Ruka got speared in half.
Now, can I just note, okay, all the hate Charlotte Flair gets, and we were getting "We Want Charlotte" chants.
I didn't hear a damn. I did not hear that. Not once.
Yes, we were getting
No
"We
one.
Want
You gotta
Charlotte"
want
chants.
somebody.
Now
I
I
heard
don't
"We
now I don't
Want
know who was
Theory" chants.
now I don't know who was drunk that night. Either you or Henry. I don't know who the fuck was drunk
I
that
wasn't
night.
drunk yesterday.
No,
but
if
that
you
was
go back,
Saturday.
if you go back and watch that match, rewatch it. When Alexa was in the ring, they were chanting "We Want Charlotte."
I did
Charlotte
not.
sucks. They might
Well-
have had a buy one get one free beer night. And,
Well, we
that's why
don't-
we got the
we-
Charlotte chant.
Justin might
okay?
want Charlotte, but we
I want
us two
nothing
as a
to do with
collective,
Charlotte.
we don't want Charlotte.
Me
Um,
and this
I like
guy,
Charlotte.
We're like this. We
I like
locked in 'cause
Charlotte.
We
hate
don't
Charlotte
we don't
Flair.
want Charlotte Flair. She
I
can
like Charlotte.
she could have walked off in the sunset with Goldberg.
Now,
all right.
I
But
will,
that match it delivered.
I have
It delivered.
I have a Rick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh, nature boy.
That tag match delivered, and
Yeah,
it did
Don,
it
yeah,
did
that's
what
crazy.
it did what it had to do. For those that are
Always.
confused with
Back there.
what's that was a tornado tag or no?
no.
It was that wasn't
It
a
was a
tornado because tornado
normal-
tag is everyone
everyone
at the
is in.
same time.
Yeah.
That was like so
that was
how's
a
WWE's
traditional 6-woman tag.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Tag.
how basically you can tag Zari can tag Charlotte, Charlotte can tag Raquel, doesn't matter who you tag. Yeah.
So what I believe I was hearing everybody say, because I don't follow NXT that much, but apparently what's called the Soul Snatcher, the coolest RKO I've ever
Yeah.
fucking seen.
Yeah,
Charlotte
top row.
Charlotte Hogan finally did something good in her career and actually
Hey.
sell a move. It was
She
unbelievable.
sold that like death. I cannot lie. That's what I was gonna say. Mine. Charlotte absolutely made that move look
I had to
nasty.
give her flowers for that one because she sold that really good. Still Alexa Bliss with that Sister Abigail. God damn it, she takes too long. I need her to just
Yeah.
quick hit that instead of taking so damn long on that thing. Bothers
Yeah.
me. But Henry, go ahead.
I will say my biggest pet peeve with this match and the thing that pissed me off the most is why is Sol Ruka your NXT North American Women's Champion, who got instantly over and got over last night, why is she taking the pin when anyone else could have taken the pin? The Kabuki Warriors really did nothing in that match. They could have taken the pin. I kind of mad that Sol Ruka took the pin there because she's super over. She's literally like your next superstar. Like when she loses that title, Zaruka should be called up to win the tag titles because they were going crazy.
I also wrote down in my notes, Asuka didn't realize that we were in Atlanta, not Saudi Arabia.
No, because the outfit. I mean, it might have been.
Oh,
Okay, she had the
She
long
had the
sleeves.
bodysuit on.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been just easier. She already had it in her luggage or something. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Lost her, like, who
I will
knows?
say Asuka's face paint was badass.
Awesome.
If
That
she
was awesome.
It was
if she
clean.
does that herself, great face paint.
It was clean.
So
I love the
yeah.
Kabuki Warriors. I thought they were gonna win, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Judgment
but
Day
I
won.
think it's
Because of
the
the story, I think
the
Judgment Day should've hold
story,
it.
all the gold on Judgment Day. I would.
Back to what I was saying, Zaruka should get called up, so I don't know why they took the pin when you have fucking decrepit Charlotte Flair there that could have taken the fucking what does
decrepit.
Kevin Nash call it? The jackknife power bomb? Yeah, he
Yep.
could have. Charlotte could have taken the fucking woman's fucking Kevin Nash
Well,
jackknife.
look, I have a theory that Zoruka.
But that was
Well,
a
go ahead.
solid match. That
Solid
was a
match,
solid
yeah.
match.
Solid
I
match.
do think, though, that was one of the weaker matches on this absolutely gorgeous card on what I would consider the pay-per-view of the year.
Well, speaking of gorgeous and being on the card.
Before we get to gorgeous,
I call starting in the next one.
Yes.
on this card, on this whole show,
Yeah.
because of last show, I had to write down
Commercials.
how many commercials. And
Okay,
throughout
yeah,
this
go ahead.
whole pay-per-view,
Yep.
a whopping 3 commercials was
Yep.
in this whole pay-per-view.
Yep. Yeah, they did a lot
3.
of cutouts and cutbacks. Yeah, I
Crazy.
think so. I think they really wanted to give the women the time. And speaking of women given time, the next match I'm gonna let Henry start off, but I will say what it was. It was the WWE women's title. It was Trish Stratus looking like $1 million versus Tiffany Stratton. Now, no disrespect to Ludwig Kaiser. But my God, Tiffany Stratton, if I didn't know anything about wrestling when she came out, I would have said, this is a commercial for Victoria's Secret. Because it was Tiffany time. You had my attention. And I'll just say, Lady in Red. Henry, the floor is yours.
So, let me start this off with Trish Stratus. Fine. That is a fine 50-year-old
Like fine
woman.
wine. Like fine wine.
That
Beautiful.
is not just fine wine. That is like an ancient fossil that looks as gorgeous as the day it was in the ground. Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton's gear maker.
Needs a raise.
Hats
You
off to
are
you,
a
sir.
national hero. Because it
Hats
wasn't
off to
just
you.
Tiffy time. It was titty time. And I enjoyed that outfit. But I said in the last podcast, in the last episode,
Got a little gooning,
that
don't we?
I was going to love this match, not for the gooning factor, for the real graps. And that's why this was my favorite match of the night, because Tiffany Stratton pulled out the fucking, is it Kyle O'Reilly, who does the suplex into the knees? That match was a banger. Certified hood classic. Minnesota.
Hold it down for me, boys. I'll be right back. Hold down.
I will say this. Minnesota needs to be fucking given a Nobel Peace Prize for fucking Tiffany Stratton alone. Because, my God.
Oh, yeah.
My God. We always say pretty in pink, naughty in red. That was a little bit more than pretty in pink and naughty in red. Tiffany Stratton.
I'm back.
You've been my favorite women's wrestler for a minute now, Tiffy. But last night, that was my match of the night. That was my moment. Trish Stratus is definitely not done. Tiffany Stratton better win at SummerSlam because that match was fucking incredible. Real graps, brother.
Me oh my to that match.
Me oh my to that match. Both the outfits, both the women. Everything about that match was perfect.
No, me oh my I popped like the 4th of July, man. That was a great match.
I popped like Tiffy's tit popped out. Because that match
Wasn't her
banged.
tit? It was a pasty. It was a pasty.
All
Not a
disrespect
boob.
to Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, no.
You are who I want to be.
No.
You are living my dream, sir.
No,
so I salute you.
Ludwig.
But you're a lucky fuck.
Full disclaimer, Ludwig,
I
if
hate
you're watching
rock,
this.
paper, scissors.
Full disclaimer, Ludwig, if you're watching this, we don't agree with Henry. You see Henry?
Speak for
That's
yourself.
on y'all. That's
Yeah,
on y'all.
But-
Okay.
Hey,
That's
I
what I'm
agree with
saying.
Henry. I fuck rock paper scissors. I hate that game. Put that in the comments and down below.
Exactly. But I love
Jesus
Tiffany
Christ.
Stratton. She's been my favorite women's wrestler since she won the NXT title, like, 2 years ago? Tiffany Stratton proved to everyone that she is a dog. Certified banger. I'm going to rewatch that match probably 8 different times for multiple different research purposes. But that match was fucking incredible. Trish Stratus at 50.
She can
looked
still go.
like- Yeah, she looked like she did in her
Yeah.
20s.
Still
She
go.
put up, that was a
Yeah.
banger. Both those women, hats off. I know everyone's going to say, oh, but Rhea Io was the better match. I was
Well,
more
we'll get to
entertained
that.
by Trish
We'll get to that.
Stratus
No.
and
Yeah, we'll get
Tiffany
to that.
Stratton. And not because of their outfits, people are going to call me gooners. I was more entertained by that match because that match, it lived up to my hype. And those moves they pulled out, like I said, the Kyle O'Reilly suplex, I don't even know what it's called. That shit got, I got goosebumps, brother. That match went fucking hard. Like me,
Yeah.
because I was hard. From the real graps.
Oh,
alright.
it's the
Banger
Bell
match.
Banter. Yeah,
Banger
Well,
match.
Bell.
5-star hood classic.
Wow.
That's my match of the year.
All right,
Henry
well,
giving
he
the
said
Bell
that.
About Banter our edgy
Yeah.
content. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
a little edgy.
I wrote down that Trish can still go. Me oh my, I popped like the 4th of July, like I said. This match,
Yep.
if you take the questionable erotic outfits away from it, this is a great match. This is
Good
awesome.
match.
This
Good
is
match,
great.
yeah.
Fantastic match.
Trish went back in time with how she wrestled. That was great.
I know I'm glazing Tiffy because that's my favorite women's wrestler, but that was an incredible match.
I also saw during this match a reboot Total Divas sign.
Hell yeah, let's go
I s-
Total Divas, bro.
I saw
Let's
that.
go.
It was-
Also, this match is when I saw
Go.
Dreadhead Cody Rhodes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I was
Shout
gonna
out to
say
the
that
Dread-
too.
Shout out to whoever had that Dreadhead Cody Rhodes sign, because that was cool.
That was my poster of the year. I actually love that. I
did
hope
write
that's
that
not
down.
offensive that I said Dreadhead. I don't mean that in a negative term, but I don't know. What
No,
else
we
to
like
call 'em.
dreads.
They
I
used
mean,
to
yeah.
call them, Jamaican dreads, and I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
Jamaican Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah.
To make it more peaceful, it was a picture of Cody Rhodes on this big ass like I don't
Big
even
head.
know
They
like
called
a
a fat head.
poster.
They called a fat head.
But
fat head.
yeah, he had like dreadlocks or something.
Yeah,
It was
that's pretty
funny as
cool.
hell.
Pretty cool.
But let's after this match, let's steer into probably the start of the downfall of this match. Of this pay-per-view actually.
well, I
should
was
say.
gonna go.
I was gonna
I
say,
thought
let
we
Justin
should.
get
I
his
thought we
piece
should
off.
do. I thought we should do the battle royal first.
Okay.
Let's do the
that's-
battle. Let's do the battle royal first,
Okay,
and then we'll
that's
get
fine.
into that.
Okay.
So the battle. This was the women's battle royal. The winner goes to Clash in Paris at the end of
The
August
Gooner
for-
Royale.
for a women's world title match. And yes, you can call it the Gooner Royale because good lord, baby. I'll just go down all the women that we had in this match. You know, Nikki Bella, Chelsea Green, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, Jada Parker,
Miss
Lash
Parker.
Legend, Lola Vice, Selena Vega, Kehlani Jordan, Tatum Paxley, Izzy
Oh, yeah.
Dame, B-Fab, Meechin, Ivy Nile, Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, Julia, and Piper Niven and Alba Fire. I don't want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Oh, and the best one of all, Stephanie Vacquier.
So it was 20 total?
That was
20
20.
Okay.
Yes.
Hopefully I
Yeah,
counted right so I don't get
it was
cooked in the
yeah, it was a great battle royal. Nikki Bella
Gooner
started it.
Royale.
Yeah.
Was
Nikki
it a
Bella
good battle
started-
royal? Was it?
I think this
Um,
deflated the match for me. This kind of killed the card. This is when it gets a little stinky.
I think
little
it was
feel,
for what
a
it was. I mean, for what it was, I think it was good because, like I said, there was one winner in my mind and one winner only. Stephanie back here. She hit the Devil's Kiss on Lash Legend on the outside, like
Gooner Royale.
the outside of the ring. Lash Legend falls out. Stephanie wins. Thought it was a great match. Beast, your thoughts?
Um, I wrote down no surprises.
Yeah, that was a
No
That was
bummer.
weird.
surprises.
That was a bummer.
That kinda
Yeah.
Because the
me.
way they were talking about it in the pre-show, like, oh, it's been 7
Yeah.
years. Let's not, wait 7 years. Is what Big E said. Let's not wait 7 years again.
Yeah.
So I figured,
We'd
you,
get
you waited
some
this
return.
long. You got people you could call. I mean,
So I read a lot on Twitter from like Legends actually said that they didn't get phone calls. Like I know Victoria, I think she said she didn't get a phone call. I think it was Kelly or someone. They invited her just to sit in the ring, like to sit in the crowd, and she
She
said, "No, I'm not just
declined.
sitting in the crowd."
yeah.
So I think it was just this came together so fast. They didn't have the proper build. And I've
Another
seen a lot
thing,
of yeah. Go ahead.
another thing I wrote down, after no surprises is fuck B-Fab and Mi Chin. They eliminated Jada Parker. Fuck her.
Miss
Fuck them both.
Parker!
Fuck them both. And I hope their contract gets cut short. I hope both their contracts get cut short
Same
because
though.
I don't know.
that was fucking ridiculous
Least
that they eliminated
entertaining women in
Miss
the match.
Parker.
This is Battle Royal, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Time for
yeah,
Battle
but
Royal?
like, what the fuck, man? Michin and they had to eliminate Jada Parker.
And
And then Nia Jax in the first
Yeah.
5 seconds eliminates 5 people. Just about.
So Nia eliminated Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Bell rang, gone. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Jada Parker eliminated Natalia. She eliminated Maxine. Michin and BFAB then eliminated Jada Parker. Candice LeRae eliminated Kalani Jordan. Zelina eliminated Julia. Piper Niven eliminated BFAB. Chelsea Green eliminated BFAB. Lash Legend eliminated Zelina. We got a little dance from Lola Vice and Nikki Bella. That was nice. I like that.
That was great.
Enjoyed that. Yeah, I wrote that down in the notes. Piper eliminated Lola. Nikki and Stephanie eliminated Piper. And then we got down to the final 4 here. It was Nikki Bella, Chelsea Green, Lash Legend, and Stephanie Vakir. Nikki eliminated Chelsea. Lash Legend eliminates Nikki Bella, and then it was Lash Legend and Stephanie Vakir to eliminate Nia Jax. And then Stephanie Vakir eliminates Lash Legend. Stephanie Vakir is heading to Clash in Paris. We got Henry's Beast's thoughts. Henry, what do you think of this battle royal?
I will immediately like to say fuck Nia Jax for throwing out Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame immediately. I honestly don't get that in the first 8 seconds why I would do that, especially the NXT girls, because I think those are the people you should showcase a little bit more, because a lot
You
of
want to
people
get heat?
don't.
It's heat.
For me, it's not heat.
Yeah, but in the first 5 seconds, the bell literally just rang.
Thrown out Natalia and fucking Maxine Dupree, and I wouldn't have cared. You threw out 2 interesting characters because I like Tatum Paxley a lot. I said that before. I like her a lot. Izzy Dame's cool. I think those are 2 people you should showcase more, and they shouldn't be gone in the first 8 seconds. Like you should showcase the NXT girls a lot more. I hated that they were gone the minute the bell rang. That kind of annoyed me. Lot of gooning material. Let's be honest. Can I say what I want to say? The staff is lucky that there was a lot of saucy folks in attendance, or they would have been cleaning up a lot more drool than there was. Because that was the Gooner Royale. Every time I opened Twitter, you dogs had a different clip up. You guys are evil.
We don't condone we don't condone saucy people. We love everyone here at the Better Bell Banter
I do
podcast.
love everybody. I'm just saying they are lucky they were saucy, because if that was a lot of straight men, there would have been a lot more drool. I'm just saying.
I'm sure
that was the
enough.
Gooner Royale.
I'm sure there was
way
enough.
too many clips on Twitter.
I'm sure there was
Way
enough
too
drool
many.
all over everyone's keyboards at home from Twitter.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm just saying, the arena staff
yes.
people are lucky that there wasn't a lot more in the aisles. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure there was a lot of
More
Shout
in
out to
attendance.
the guy dressed as Trish Stratus, because that guy's cosplay was fire, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cosplays.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah,
cosplays.
yeah, yeah.
There was a lot
I
of
don't
people
know his
dressed
name,
up.
but
Yeah,
that guy, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
there was a lot of good
Also, the
cosplays.
guys going ham at the barricade, they were pretty cool too.
Yeah,
So I
no,
don't mean
they were
that in a
lit,
negative
bro.
way. I'm just
No,
saying,
they
if
were
it was
lit.
if it was a bunch of people like Justin and Beast, because I didn't goon over this match, because
I
my
don't
gooning was done
goon.
after
I
Tiff.
don't goon. I
After Tiffany was
respectfully
over.
watch.
No,
I don't
no.
goon.
If there was a
Admire.
bunch of
I
degenerates like
admire.
these two
Yeah,
all in the
I'm
front
not a
row,
degenerate.
there probably would have been a flash flood warning of
Oh
Drool on the
Jesus!
fucking
Yeah, I had a
floor
flash
seats.
flood outside earlier. All right, we're getting off the rails here. Let's continue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Jada
continue.
Parker getting eliminated. She didn't get eliminated super fast. I just thought she would be one of the
No,
final people
well,
because I
No,
think
she just
Jada
got
Parker,
eliminated. She just got
I
eliminated
think
by
Jada
two fucking
Parker
sticks.
should be called up pretty soon. I do like that they gave Kaylani Jordan a good spot, like the Kofi Kingston spot, because they
that was cool.
showcased her
That was
pretty
cool.
well.
Yeah.
I think she
Yeah.
should get called up soon because she's also pretty green. I think they're both ready for the main roster. I'm not sold on Lash Legend on the main roster because
No.
when she
I
was
think
with
that's
that
coming.
other chick
I think that's
in
coming.
the tag team, she did nothing for me. For
I
me,
think that's coming soon.
she's just like a really bland version of Bianca Belair, just really big and strong.
I don't know. I
Which
think she's.
I have no problem
she's
with that
coming.
type of character. It's
I
just
think
she
she's
did not
coming
give me
soon.
any substance when she was
I
called
know.
up the first time
Yeah.
for me to turn around and say, "Hey, pull her up now." I'm not
Well,
very much interested in Lash
we'll have
Legend.
to. We'll have to
But
see what.
I will say I wanted them to showcase more NXT girls. It was a battle royale, so it can't really
Yeah.
disappoint because my expectations weren't that high. I will say I'm bummed out there was no surprises. I knew we weren't getting AJ Lee. I was doing that for the memes. But like I thought they would at least bring back Lita or something, like just someone
Yeah, I think like I think it was just rushed
But-
last minute.
I also wrote down
kinda
just
sucked.
as one more added thing to this this battle royal. I wrote down, who is Candice Michelle?
I was about to
shout
get to
out
that.
Michael Cole. Shout out
Candice
Michael Cole.
Michelle is an old diva, and he kept calling Candice LeRae Candice Michelle.
Candice
so I
Michelle.
hope Candice
Love you, Michael
LeRae
Cole.
on Friday slaps the shit out of Michael Cole. Because
We
that
love you, Michael
pissed me
Cole.
off.
We love you,
Michael Cole, you're a great
job.
commentator.
Yeah,
I'm not mad
Great
at you.
job.
I can't believe people on Twitter
But
said he
that
was washed.
crazy. Yeah, a lot of
Michael
people are
Cole's not
going
washed.
crazy.
Michael Cole's
No.
one of the greatest commentators of all
Can't believe-
time.
I can't believe
Michael
people
Cole
said
is the
No.
greatest commentator
He's one of the
of all
great.
time. He is the
Okay,
greatest.
you got Jim Ross and you got Michael Cole. They're the greats. Okay, so we're not
It
gonna
depends on who you are.
badmouth.
I'm a Jim
Yeah.
Ross type of guy, but I
Yeah,
think
me
Michael
too.
Cole's the greatest of all time.
Michael Cole, yeah, he's great. All right,
But
so
that
we had
battle
the.
royale just kind of deflated me when there was no
Yeah, I
surprises.
think
I
the
didn't
battle.
expect like to get blown out of my socks, but it's exactly what battle royale
Yeah.
should have been. I
Yeah,
can't say it's the worst match on the card because that's just a cop out.
Just
I
it,
think
it
it did
just
what it
got
was
our
supposed
hopes
to
up.
do.
I feel like for a pay-per-view that has been 7 years in the making, there should have been
Something cool.
something
Yeah.
to the battle royal other than just, oh hey, Nikki Bella's wrestling.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think, like I said,
It
I
was
think
just
this was. I think
It
because this
did what
pay
a
per
battle
view.
royal was supposed to do. I don't think it was anything crazy. I just
Yeah.
think it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah,
And
I
that's fine.
think-
I can't say it's the worst match on the card because it's not really a match. I knew it wasn't going
Yeah.
to be insane, but I was expecting a little bit more. But it wasn't terrible.
But let's
It
get
did
into
what it was
the
supposed to do.
but let's
Yeah,
get into the two questionable things that happened on this pay-per-view.
Well, I'm going. Okay, I know you guys think they're questionable. I think some good's going to come out of this. So let's start with the first part of this two-part story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the no holds barred match before the battle royal. Now, I guess Naomi had said earlier in the night, or Jade, I can't remember who said it. I went back and watched it. They said this match was going to be the end of their story. I didn't hear that originally.
I didn't either.
So
Neither
I
did
guess this match was supposed to be the ending.
Propaganda.
Supposed to be the ending. So, and I told you guys all weekend, if they're gonna end this weekend with something big, because they won all the news on WWE. Now, let's get into this first part. No holds barred match, Money in the Bank, the Psycho Crazy Naomi versus Jade Cargill, the Queen of the Ring. I thought this match. Oh yes, and the special guest referee, the returning Bianca Belair. She's
Who
back
did
now, right?
nothing. No tension.
Well, I'm glad she didn't
added
do anything.
nothing.
I'm glad she didn't. I'm
added
glad she didn't.
nothing
I
to
didn't
the
want her
match,
to do
though.
nothing to it, though. That's
She
fine. I didn't want her to do anything.
anything to the match.
I
It was
thought-
pointless.
That's okay, but let me do my banter, then you can do yours. Okay. I thought this was a good match. I thought they had good spots. Okay. They had, Jade was choking Naomi with the steel chain. We had Naomi kicked Jade into a TV screen, and then it started to catch on
Exploded,
fire.
yeah.
I thought it was that was the Walmart
Exploded.
special. The TVs that you buy, you go home, you plug them in, they start exploding.
Walmart special.
We got Jade Cargill with the went through the Slim Jim table.
That's good for the company. That's good for the company of Walmart.
Naomi took
From an employee.
Oh, listen, I have a Roku Hisense TV right here, buddy. Don't buy the
right
on brand. It'll blow up. Don't buy the on brand, okay? It's called on for a reason. It doesn't turn on.
Hey, all three of my monitors I'm staring at are all on product,
All right, so I thought it was good spots. We get to the end of the match. Jade Cargill with the Jaded on with Jade Cargill hits Jaded on Naomi through the table. Jade wins the match. Naomi took a lot of beating in this match, man. I thought she almost broke her nose. Her nose was bleeding. At the end of the match, when Bianca raised Jade Cargill's hand, I was like, why are they staring at each other? It's like, okay, we still don't trust each other. That ends the feud. Now, Henry, I know you have a lot to say about this match. Give us your takeaways from this match.
I don't have a lot to say. The match actually surprised me because I thought it was gonna suck like the Mania match. It was actually pretty good. I thought some spots looked really clunky. I don't know why Bianca was there other than she was in the storyline at one point. She really added nothing to it. She really did nothing. There was no tension added. She was just there. Honestly, they could have just done it with a normal ref, and I wouldn't have cared. It made no difference. It didn't
I
make
think it was to
anything
get
interesting.
Bianca on TV.
Still, it really did nothing. But at least it was better than I thought it was gonna be. I think it was the weakest actual match on the card. I know people are gonna say, well, the tag match, but I thought the tag match was better than this.
Tag match was good. Tag match was good.
I think the TV spot was cool. It looked kind of goofy.
Dope.
I think the ending table spot kind of looked like shit because they didn't really commit to it fully. So I thought that kind of looked bad. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this match, and we're running out of time before Raw. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet and just say meh.
Okay, Henry said meh. Beast, your thoughts on this match?
I thought the table spot was pretty cool to incorporate a announce table spot without breaking the table.
Going through it.
I thought it was cool to incorporate something like that, and that adds for other matches going forward. If you don't want the whole table to collapse, you have a monitor right there, so you could use that, and that could be something. I agree with the table spot at the end. I didn't like how it looked, but honestly, if I was in that situation, I think I would have it probably look the same way because you're going face first through a fucking table. So
yeah,
that's fair.
I mean, I don't really hate on it, but I mean, it is what it is. I didn't hear them say that this is the payoff match, which
apparently they said. I went back and watched it.
Yeah, no, going into the next match, I will say I don't understand why the no holds barred match was the payoff match, but I guess in the grand scheme of things, if the payoff is a no holds barred match, most of them are like that, like Hell in the Cells or something like that. So I guess so. I don't entirely agree with it because I felt like that this story was going to go in a direction of a triple threat between Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. That's where I thought it was gonna go.
All right.
But I guess we already have a triple threat stuff going on with the Intercontinental title for the women.
Yeah.
But yes, no, we are kind of getting close on time.
Yeah, we're kind of close. Yeah, so let's.
But it was an okay match for a no holds barred match, and
we still got 40 minutes. We got time. I just know I could go for hours.
No, I could go on about this, but I can go on. I can talk more about it with the last main event match.
I'm saving more of my time for the main event.
Yeah. So let's go to the main event, right? So the main event, it was a match. I think this was their fifth encounter. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. Going into this match, the story was Rhea Ripley can Rhea Ripley defeat Io Sky? Mm-hmm. Now, before what happened, I said Rhea Ripley's defeating Io Sky, but I also kept saying WWE's going to do something big, man. We had so many wrestling shows this weekend. They wanted to do something big, and it's Evolution, right? The second ever all-women's pay-per-view. Now, when I first saw it happen, I'm gonna get into this. So I thought Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, my opinion, match of the night. I thought
Tore the
they
house
tore the
down.
house down. They tore the house down. The ref bump spot was good. They went out into the crowd and they actually did some cool shit. Io Sky, jumping off the production crates, production bins or whatever. Um, and I said when we were watching it, guys, in Discord, I made a joke when Io Sky and Rhea Ripley was down. I said, "Are they gonna have Naomi cash in?"
Hmm.
And what happened? Naomi comes out with the ref, bruised and battered. Cashes in,
Still
makes a
bleeding.
triple, still bleeding. Um, makes it a triple threat, similar to the Seth Rollins cash in. Naomi pins Io Sky, I believe. And we have a new women's world champion, Naomi. She's going to be on Raw tonight to address it. Now, when I first watched it, I was in agreement with you guys. I said, well, that's pretty stupid, right? That's pretty dumb. But now that I've gone back, I see that they said Jade and Naomi, the No Holds Barred was the payoff for Jade and Naomi. Okay, I'm okay with this now. I'm okay with Naomi as the world champion because I think this is not going to be a long reign. No disrespect to Naomi. I love Naomi. No disrespect. I think it's a good storyline for her from where she started years ago with Sasha Banks. They walked out of WWE. I think there was a point.
Technically, she was a Funkadactyl.
Yeah, Funkadactyl, right? And she was women's. She won the women's title. She had the glow belt. Then she was tag champions with Sasha. Go, go. Walked out. So I'm happy for Naomi. I don't think it's a long title reign. I don't because, like you guys know, Stephanie Bakir, number one contender in Clash in Paris. Stephanie Bakir is winning that world title from
Oh,
Naomi. If Naomi
she's
comes out of
getting a
SummerSlam with it,
rocket put on her
yeah.
ass.
After if Naomi makes it to Clash in
Hopefully,
Paris
they
as
make rockets
champion,
big enough.
hopefully they do. If Naomi makes it as champion to Clash in Paris, she's dropping that title. Um, I don't know what this means for as Rhea, but we'll get to that on Raw when Naomi comes out. So I think Rhea and Io match of the night. I think the cash in was cool. It was unexpected. No one saw it coming. Um, Henry, we'll go with you. What's your thoughts on this whole
So
situation?
that match was batshit crazy. I would have been match of the night if it wasn't for the ending because I wanted a better ending. The ending ruins that match for me, but that match was batshit crazy. Io Sky, I know I said Lyra might be the best wrestler on the planet, women's wise, but Io Sky is right there with her. When she did that 619 spot that turned into her like slamming her Rhea's head off the apron, that was dope. That was awesome. She did that. I have the gif now of her smiling before she collapses. Io Sky
Yeah, we
and
should
Rhea,
put our hands up.
batshit crazy. Yeah, and then she fell
Yeah.
backwards. Batshit crazy. It proved why I love Io Sky. Io Sky's awesome. That match was it was everywhere. I love that match. That would be my women's match, like greatest one of all time. For was the ending left such a sour taste in my mouth after the brawl and everything, just for it to end in a cash in, that kind of pissed me off. That actually really grinded my gears. I'm not gonna lie. And then like she immediately dumped Rhea out. There wasn't even like a hesitation that maybe she wasn't gonna win. It was just so like fast. It was just like really, it just deflated me personally. But I thought that was a really good match till the ending. But my problem with Naomi winning is not just the storyline. It's just like why? Like what's the direction now? Is Rhea gonna verse her at SummerSlam? Because now I thought Rhea was going into Perth with the title. I think Rhea might be winning the title at Perth. I think they're
I
gonna go for the bigger moment, and Rhea
Yeah,
Ripley's gonna win in Australia now.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what are they gonna? Is Rhea going to SmackDown to beat Tiffy at Australia?
So Beast,
That would be
what
my
Beast?
guess, because if Stephanie
Yeah,
Valkyrie's winning it in October, was it September for Clash in Paris? She's not
Clash.
dropping it
It's
in
basically
October.
September 1st. It's August
Yeah.
31st. End
Oh,
of
sorry,
August.
August 30. If she wins at the
Yeah.
end of August and then she carries it into a Perth, there's no way she's dropping it to Rhea in Perth. There's no
So
way they're only going to give Valkyrie 2 months to hold it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, I wrote down on the notes when the match was going on. When they went to the crowd, I wrote down what's happening because this was after the ref bump and they went to the crowd, and I was just
Ref bump
confused.
got a huge pop for me though.
It did. No, I was just
Jessica
confused
Carr's
of
a
what
champion
was
for
what
that.
was going on because I thought maybe okay, are we leading into a double count out? or something like that, to where maybe we get one final thing again for whatever reason. I don't know. The
I sorta
Naomi
saw-
cash in with to Henry's statement, I think it left a sour spot in that match, because I
match was
put
perfect.
yeah, it was a good match, and I put in the notes, what is the story now?
I will say, if you do
So
not like women's wrestling, if you want watch that match and you like women's wrestling, because that match was actually fucking insane. Minus the ending, that is one of the greatest matches I've ever watched. And
Yeah,
it's a shame I can't say it's my match of the night, because that ending actually really upset me.
because now I'm
so
confused. So since Io ate the pin,
Yeah.
she does have a rematch clause. If you look at old school wrestling, the champion loses,
Yeah.
they get a rematch clause. That's how it
Typically,
goes.
Triple H doesn't do it.
yeah.
But then you have the situation with Rhea, where she wasn't really pinned, she
Yeah.
kind of got screwed. So you're gonna do what I keep saying sucks, is just put Rhea in another fucking world championship opportunity.
So
And then there's Io, who's supposed to get a rematch clause based off of the gist of wrestling. And I just feel like there's too much multi-person matches that could end up on SummerSlam, and I don't like that. I don't like that there's triple threat matches, or these like the
Multiple
Jelly
tags.
Roll and Randy
tag
Orton
match.
shit, like.
Yeah.
And I get
So-
I get it's 2 nights and it can be spaced out and you want to get as many people on the card as possible, but like,
You're gonna run into that Mania problem though, because Mania felt like I had a lot. Oh, I thought it was triple
It was
threat
a
at
lot.
Mania.
right,
It was a
but
lot
like
of, yeah, it was a
also,
lot.
but also it then bothers me with other titles, because you have Julia with the U.S. Women's Championship.
Yeah.
What's her
Yeah.
situation for SummerSlam? Is she even going to be on
Yeah.
SummerSlam? Is the
She will
women
be. She will be.
the Intercontinental Champion for the men? Is that going to be on
He-
SummerSlam?
Yeah, it will be. I think.
Like that's where I'm
Yeah.
like falling apart
Yeah.
here, because we don't have SummerSlam set up yet, and we're
And
2
then you
weeks
throw a big
away,
We're
wrench.
gonna, it's 2 weeks from Saturday. Yeah.
and
So
I don't know what I have
don't know
tickets
where
for
we're
at this
going.
point.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know where
Like,
we're
So
going at this point.
I think, like I said, we're 30 minutes from Raw. I think we're gonna get a lot of things announced tonight. I'll
a
run
lot of
down the
setup is happening
a lot
tonight.
of setup tonight. I'll run
Tonight
down the
and Friday.
Yeah, I'll run down the preview for Raw. We got Naomi on Raw. She's going to address the world after her win as new world heavyweight women's world champion. So Naomi's officially on Raw. We got Gunther on Raw tonight. He's going to address, the
Beating
world and
Gunther's,
probably
The Goldberg
Goldberg's
after
stuff.
beating
ass.
Goldberg. Speaking of Gunther, we're going to get a #1 contender for SummerSlam. It's a gauntlet match. It's Penta, Braun Breaker, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. The winner goes to SummerSlam to face Gunther. My money is on CM Punk. We also have Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green. So that tells me Nikki Bella might be hanging around for a little bit. We might get Nikki Bella in a match at SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is 2 weeks from this Saturday, night
Mhm.
one. We got to get some matches, man. And I think we'll get a lot of answers tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Yes,
My
sir.
And
guy's coming for that Austrian painter.
crazy. And
I think we're getting Roman Reigns tonight too.
do we get Roman Reigns?
No,
What's up with
see.
Seth Rollins? We're gonna
Also-
find out on Raw.
Gorgeous belt.
But before we great belt. But before we get out of here, you guys have anything else you need to say before we get out of here?
I just hope SummerSlam doesn't flop, dude.
I hope Punk wins, but if Punk loses at SummerSlam and John Cena, me and Triple H, I'm calling you out. We're having a boxing match. Me and him are gonna fight at the White House at that UFC card. Because you're not gonna do the reverse Royal Rumble
Hollywood-
to me, where I have to watch both my favorites lose again. So
You
Triple
hear that,
H,
Triple H? Yeah, Hollywood
Triple H,
Henry,
you
that
do
CM
the
Punk
right
guy
thing.
versus
You
the
let
King
CM
of Kings.
Win that
There you
world
go.
title at SummerSlam. And you let Roman Reigns come back tonight. But you let CM Punk win that world
Do
title
the
at SummerSlam.
right thing. I've heard someone
Do
say
the
that
right
before.
thing.
But on
Tell
all
me
right.
when I'm telling lies.
All right.
But
Well,
before we leave, follow our social medias, all of us, all down
Yes.
below our webcams. I know Justin's gonna do what he's gonna do normally, because it's like
Yep.
a tick for him. He has to do it.
Yeah, the scratch.
But follow the Bell to Bell Banter on all social medias. be on the lookout for us at SummerSlam. We might pull you aside. We might ask you stupid questions. Don't be
I might ask
don't
how
be
girthy you are.
No, we won't ask that. We won't ask that.
don't be scared. Don't be
Yeah.
worried about anything that's gonna happen.
I'm not gonna kidnap you. Just
We'll
don't come in my-
obviously we're gonna be doing just TikToks and YouTube shorts. Just we're gonna be wearing T-shirts promoting the channel, and just gonna have a good time. That's all we're gonna be going to SummerSlam for. All three of us will also be at NXT a few weeks after SummerSlam
Heat
in
wave.
Lowell,
Heat wave, yeah.
Massachusetts.
So, yeah.
So
The great
probably-
mass.
we're probably gonna do it again there. We're also gonna have 2 live podcast episodes for SummerSlam and NXT. So be on the lookout for all our episodes coming
We're
up.
gonna do a live Tonga line, and Beast is finally gonna join.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
try
yeah,
and make sure
guys.
I'm recording the Tonga line because
Yeah. Hey,
No,
record that.
You're joining the
So-
Tonga line, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. Episode what's this? 4, 5 in the book. Episode 4.
4.
Episode 4 is in the books of the Bell to Bell Banter
Bell's
podcast.
in
As
the
always,
gang sign.
guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting. If you're stuck around, and keep sticking around because 2 weeks from this Thursday, actually, the Bell to Bell Banter podcast boys will be
The
live
Banter
on
Boys.
site in New Jersey
I
for the
will-
first ever. Go ahead.
I
Pete.
will say this. If this episode gets at least, and this is just for Henry, if this episode gets at least 15 likes on the video, I will join in on the Tonga line.
All right. Hell
we
yeah.
need
Let's do that, guys. 15 likes.
pot of cow.
15
We need
likes.
15
Yeah.
likes. We need
15 likes
15
on this,
likes.
guys. But yeah, as always, guys, like I said, thanks for joining us, supporting us. 2 weeks from this Thursday, SummerSlam weekend, New Jersey, the Bell to Bell Banter podcast will be live on the scene in New Jersey. We'll be doing everything from the SummerSlam store, meet and greets, the SmackDown before SummerSlam both nights. Like B said, we're gonna be doing live interviews. If you want to be interviewed, cool. If not, that's cool too.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a great time. And then after SummerSlam for my 35th birthday celebration.
Big
Yeah,
The
3-5.
Bell to Bell Banter. The Bell to Bell Banter will be live in Lowell, Massachusetts
Also-
for NXT Heat Wave. Also, Henry.
If you see us at SummerSlam, say happy birthday to the other co-host, Mr. Beast to Goat.
Oh yeah.
His
Yes.
birthday is the
What's-
Tuesday after
Yes.
SummerSlam.
Yes,
But
it
give
is.
him an early happy birthday wish.
Early
If
happy,
I
yeah.
interview you and
Yeah.
I say it's his birthday and you don't say happy birthday, you're going one-on-one with the fat one.
But we don't know who the fat one is. It could be some random guy we see. But anyway, guys, as always,
fat.
thanks for joining the banter. As always, as always, I'm the Battle Club guy, Beast to Go, that CM Punk guy, and we will see you in the next episode.